Hello and welcome from Caravan Salon 2020, and in this video I shall be looking at this subject, caravanning plus bike, because this year at Caravan Salon there is an exhibition maybe of bikes and using motorhomes, caravans and the like. And so I thought I'd take you around, because I often get this question asked of me that people want to have a van in which they can put their bike. So let's face it, as far as a motorhome's concerned, here we've got a EuraMobil van, we've got the scooter. When you get a ramp, put the scooter in the back, and that's quite simple. So I think that's quite obvious, but what is less obvious is what you can do with a camper van or a caravan even. Caravans aren't really my subject, but I'm going to show you the camper vans. I'll show you the caravan as well. And here, this is a vehicle from Weinsberg, the Outlaw as it's called. You're looking at around the 50,000, 55,000 euro price mark for something like this. This only came out in 2020. The chance of getting something like this on the second-hand market is quite low. Of course, you could try building something yourself, but look at all that space in the back. Now, one thing you're going to have to consider if you're putting a heavy bike in the back is you've got to watch the weight. Now, something like this, there should be enough payload, and this will also account for the next vehicle I'm going to be looking at. But in the case of a motorhome, there could well be a problem. You can see you can actually get two motorbikes in here, and I think actually part of the idea for this comes from horse boxes. Many motorhomes, there's a couple of companies I can think of off the top of my head as well, which started off as doing horse boxes, and then they went into motorhomes. You have a horse box with a living accommodation somewhere inside, and then that becomes eventually people stop doing the horse box bit and start doing the rest. Now I'll take you around the front of the van. Now you've got all that space in the garage, so there's going to have to be a payback somewhere, and that payback is here. You've got the inconvenience of this ladder, and then you get into bed up here. Now if you're claustrophobic, I don't know, it might be a problem for you. I don't know how to say. I'm not claustrophobic, so I don't know, but if you are, if somebody's claustrophobic, write down what you think. How high is that? Well, there's my arm, so you put that bike back up, extend that. I think, yeah, you know, oops, I don't know if that gives you an idea of how much space there is. About 45 cent, perhaps even more of space in here. You've got a bit of storage there. At least they had the sense to put nets in two of them, if not in here. And you've got two more over this side, and there's somebody's left a bag. Window and two skylights, one of which is closed, but it is a skylight, and it's a large one. So that might, for those who are claustrophobic, that might make the claustrophobia less. So please, I want to hear from claustrophobic people. Of course, I presume claustrophobic people. So I'm looking for a claustrophobic person who's a biker to give an opinion. Up here, okay, storage, something completely pointless. What are you supposed to do with that? And two burners and a sink. Same time, you got your fridge down there. I want to open it because the ladder's in the way. You got to move the ladder out, and you got the toilet in there. So you imagine the situation. Of course, you get up, you need to get up to use the toilet at night. So you come down the ladder, then you've got to move the ladder. You get in there into the toilet, and do whatever you have to do. Then you put the ladder back and climb back into bed. So you might want to give a marathon watermelon eating session a miss in these circumstances. One thing, as far as design's concerned, this is something I do mention, the fact that these designers often, they've got no experience of using their own vehicles. But in a case like this, a sliding door makes far more sense with a ladder. I think a sliding door is always the best, and I'm aware of the difficulties in cleaning a sliding door. Certainly it's far more difficult than a normal door, but you know, let's think of it in practice, in use. Right, you've got storage up here as well. The roof it's quite high inside. Look, so I'll put my hand up here again, and you see I've got my hand outstretched there, and so there's plenty of headroom in here. And once more, what is the point of this? Oh, didn't you have a ledge? Oh, it does have a ledge, but all the same, it's about not even a centimetre. So anyway, your storage there as well. So that's one solution anyway for bikes. Now we'll have a look at a better one. Karmann Mobil Davis camper van. This is a 2021 vehicle. At the time I'm speaking, it probably is not available, and if you wanted one, you can only get one used. Sorry, new. And if you want to use one, you're going to have to wait some time probably, and you're going to have a long wait probably. Okay, let's have a look. See, you've got all of that space at the back. You've got a bed that comes up and down. Maximum load 250 kilos. So you've got two bikes there. Let's see if I can put it down. I'll have to be very careful, of course. Okay, you probably wouldn't want to take it down any further than that. All right, so it's almost touching the bikes, as you can see. And let's have a walk now inside, having seen the back. So this van has a similar price point, and it depends on the options. You know, always it's hard to say what a van actually costs. Right, so I've put the thing down as far as I dared. Now you may think, oh well, the storage at the side is impinging on the bed space. There'll be more bed space if obviously if it was further down, but we've got two bikes here in the back, and of course this will go up a little bit further if you're brave enough to have it that far up. There's only one skylight here compared to the other one, so the claustrophobic there, I suppose the other one is slightly better, but of course this you've got far more freedom because you can move the bed up and down, so that gives you that much more flexibility. How good are the electric beds? Well, they do break. I've seen them break, and I suppose well, if you treat them carefully, they may be okay, but you do have that problem. See, someone's stuck something under here, I don't know why. It's probably something which has been hidden there, so maybe I shouldn't have revealed that someone's hidden whatever it is that they've hidden in there. Okay, here, shower and toilet. You see, I got in here because the ladder wasn't there. But of course you need a ladder to get into that as well. So, or something. You've got, the thing is, you do have a step. Well, I would actually stand on that. I'm not suggesting everybody should, of course. Fridge is pretty standard. There you go. It's bigger than the other one though. And you've got some wardrobe space below as well. And one thing Karmann Mobil does now, this lovely molded sink, and I think the lighting here is very attractive. Now, of the two, personally I prefer this one. You've got a bigger table as well, it sort of extends further at that. I like a big table. I like well, I'd rather have had a slidey door on there, but you've got the flexibility at the back, which the other one certainly does not give. This vehicle here is on, it's Fiat, as was the other one, and this one here's got an engine automatic gearbox, but I mean that's not, you know, you can get an automatic on the other one as well. So they're the two vans, and I think, well, what do you think? This has been put here, I think, this year, because this hall normally would be occupied by other things, so they're trying to sort of pad the ideas out a bit more, take the ideas a little bit further. Whether or not we're going to put caravanning and bike here in this hall, I suspect, because this is really one of the more premium halls, if you like, because the entrance is behind me. I suspect this will be to one of the halls towards the back. Anyway, I also said I'd show you this in a caravan. Here we have this rather unusual looking caravan from Knaus, which I would say it's somewhat multifunctional, because taking some of the furniture out, and that's given more space behind. And in this thing here itself does look a bit like a horse box. You've got the electric bed, which will come down, gives you all of this space below. That's rather close, but you can still get in to the washroom at the back. Storage there. What I'm now going to do is I'll take you around, show you some of the other features that we've got here. So bike exhibition, motorbike exhibition. It's a special thing for e-bikes. Well, I'm a cyclist, but don't quite understand what that's about. We've got a bit of equipment here as well. Rather high-end equipment. And let's have a look at here. Now, this piece of equipment here, sort of this bike trailer, which I think it does. I don't know, is that a good solution or not? It seems to me to be a pretty good way of resolving the problem. Just like you've extended your vehicle length a bit by the addition of the trailer, but you could have, you can carry more in your motorhome, your camper van, your RV, and anyway, seems like a pretty good idea to me. Of course, we've got these types of a number of companies manufacture things of this nature. And here, the Weekender Plus, which comes from Rymo, Oh, what a fantastic gear on that bicycle. Thing is, I mean, it's hard to imagine where the application is for a gear that size. So it's probably quicker walking. But one of the things I like a garage for in a van, though, it's to keep the bike safe. I mean, bikes do get stolen from the backs of vans. Particularly, you've got these really expensive electric bikes. If I had any prices on, yeah, this thing is nearly €4,000, and you know, fair whack of cash for something like that. I must admit, I really do want to get an electric bike because I think it will extend my range. So that's one thing. There is a solution I saw from a German company, which I'll do a video of, where the whole thing sort of slides out, but it's part of a whole complet for the garage, and I'll do a video on that one. Okay, another weird van here from Knaus. Weird, maybe it's super efficient, I don't know, I'm not into this, but I think this is the solution many people do end up with. I certainly, if you have a look at some films I did, for example, when I did a film of me travelling to Hungary in 2012, and you can see there I've got my bike in the living part of the van, and so it really does restrict what I can do. I mean, it wasn't like that you can still manage, but the way I had it, it was really awkward. And yeah, here's the bike bit as well, another solution. This one here from Lenape, they do hydraulic solutions as well. Another company is the Alco subsidiary Savico, which has similar types of equipment. And bearing in mind how much these e-bikes actually weigh, you know, sometimes I have difficulty getting my own normal bicycle in the back of the van. I'm thinking, well, if I added an extra 10 kilos, which is probably, well, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but that's, I don't know, another 5 kilos for the e-bike, it could be quite difficult. So anyway, I think I've given you one or two ideas there on how to transport motorbikes and bicycles by van. I think though what the main part, what people really are particularly interested in, is solutions like this, or the Outlaw from Weinsberg, and I think that's what you wanted to see. That's why I did that bit first, but it could be interesting to see what else you can do. Right, so the hall here is empty. I am alone. Look at it, I've got all of this to myself. Great there. So not all the vans are open, some are, but not all of them. Oh, if only it were like this all the time, you see. They could open this up just for me, and I could do what I wanted, and then they could open it to the public. Or could even do it the other way around. They could open it to the public first and then let me in. So anyway, a little joke there, and thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest. And so all the best here from Dusseldorf. If you see anything that interests you, obviously by the time I get this up on the internet, this event will have finished, but there are other events, and I shall be there too. So you can write down if you see anything, if you saw anything in this video. I do respond to requests. Often people ask me to video things which aren't really realistic. I can't get a hold of them, so, or then, you know, they're not here. And particularly this year in 2020, you know, half the exhibitors aren't here. But anyway, if you see something you like, I'll do my best to get it in a video. Thanks very much for watching.